morning, good morning, good morning. Lovely ones, how are you today? I only have about a half hour to talk to you this morning, and I wanted to go over some of your questions. Yesterday I shot two videos, a cancer video and a diabetes video. I'll go back and look at them because yesterday was so maddening that I kind of did them sort of fast. So the cancer video, I got a little strong on it, but there was a reason I did that. So when you see that, if you feel that that was me, you know what? There's a certain point now. I'm getting this message. You know, we're out of time. So I'm being pushed. So that's all I can tell you. I don't know, you know, because sometimes it just comes out of me that way, and I'm a good, loving guy. I just I don't deal with corruption and hurting people and stuff like that very well at all. I don't know what it is. I'm like the Jesus in the marketplace, and sometimes I lose it because we run an intense clinic here. It's intense, and I just feel for everybody. It's just I feel all of your pain. It's not that I don't, and I would like nothing more than to pull you out of it as fast as I can. And Gabriella, let me see here. Yeah. Gabriella, listen, sweetheart, don't give up. You know what? This is a hard way to go, but it's the only way to go, honey. And you'll get there. You'll get there. So just relax and take it easy. Keep digging in. Keep digging in. Keep digging in. Some people have very chronic lymph systems, sweetheart. I don't have your eyes to tell you, but I can tell you. You know, if you haven't cleared up by what you're doing now, it's just chronic on you. It will, guaranteed. So hang in there, sweetheart. This is a testament, I think, of your strength and who you are, because you're just battling between you and your physical body. And this physical, you have to separate yourselves from your physical bodies. These are just wrappings, if you will, clothes, if you will, for this level. You couldn't experience this level without a body, obviously. And this is a very mundane level and a very mundane body. So you have to just understand that, and just always be happy, sweetheart, because you're a good soul. And just it's just a battle between you and the elements, basically, because we've been lied to. It's the nature of this level. It's unconscious. And I remember that, even though I get passionate and I take off, it's because this needs to be some wake-up calls. You know, sometimes I deal out some tough love, and not often, but in this case, we need some really tough love. We're out of time. That's what I'm getting. We're out of time. We just can't mess around anymore. But Gabriella, you're a sweetheart, and you keep going. I'm going to kick your hiney. You keep going, sweetie. You'll make it. We're all here for you. You just hang in there. I know it's tough. Not fun. Some of you guys are not going to have a fun time detoxifying yourself. But it'll get better and better and better and better. Guarantee you. It'll get better and better and better. And you just have to keep working through it. Whatever it takes, ride the bull. You know, sometimes it is like riding a bronco. It's tough. But you'll come out of it, sweetheart, and you'll be so much better physically and spiritually on the other side of this. So hang in there, dear one. Appreciate all your comments, and I know you're doing it. Sweden girl. Angel Light, thank you. Love you too, sweetheart. Thank you so much for your comments. This comment is from Moth Dust Moon. This is especially addressing cancer. My mom has neuroendocrine tumors. Neuroendocrine tumors. Interesting. Liver and lymph nodes. How is that a neuroendocrine tumor if it's a liver and the lymph nodes? I've tried to say it might impress on the nervous system or something. I've tried explaining to her about acids and the simplicity of. I know. You know what? The problem is cancer's just almost too simplistic. Now, on the cancer video and on the diabetes video, I was such in a hurry to get them out yesterday. I had the time. So I'm going to look and add to them. We can part them So anything you see that I need to add to them, let me know and I'll add that, and we'll start adding to that. It's very difficult to start all over with every one of them about the lymph system, and I promise you that I will do a one on the lymphatic system. So that's the first place people go, and then they can go to the cancers and stuff, because I didn't get into individual cancers or the herbs that you would use for them. I probably should, but we'll see where the time goes. But she questions why. If that's all they are, she has them, while others who are on much worse diet and more damaging lifestyle do not develop cancer. That's... Everybody is uniquely different, no question. Your weaknesses are in different areas. People's kidneys and adrenals are at all different levels. Your lymph system backs up differently depending upon your lifestyle. Your mom definitely has issues with filtration of the lymph. That's why the lymph nodes are involved. That's true with every cancer there is. When you have issues where lymph nodes involved, and I guarantee you, her lymph isn't just involved in her liver. No way. It's involved all through her. Wherever your cells are the weakest, those are going to become atypical in cancer cells first, because they can't take the acid hit other cells do. Different weaknesses make the lymph coagulate more in one area over another area. I mean, there's probably 10 different reasons why, Mom, that happens. But it doesn't matter, because 4 out of 5 people have cancer, Mom. And how much is that? In other words, cancer's everywhere, honey, and that's the problem. You're not one out of a few. You're one of the many, and this is the problem. Our lymph systems are in bad shape. Cancer, don't make it any more than it is, because if you do, you'll hurt yourself with the fear and the treatment-based thinking. Treatment-based thinking never cures anything, because it focuses on the wrong thing. It focuses on the effect and not the cause. And you must always focus on the cause. The worlds of God is simplistic as it is, complex. So keep it simple and you'll win this game. If you put cancer in a complexity that you can't understand and no one can understand but a few people with white coats and stethoscopes, and if you really dig into it, they don't even understand cancer, which is amazing because most chemists do. I don't know what to tell you. You just got to get a hold of this. This is if this is liver, lymph nodes, shouldn't be a difficult cancer or a difficult area of the body for you to detox and get that out of there. Could you address this? She's currently undergoing a series of targeted radiation therapy. Well, this is supposedly a new treatment, but it has actually been around a while. I had a lady, and I've said this before, I had a lady once with eye cancer. She had a cancer in the left eye. And they say we have, and this is when this was first introduced. And they told her that they had targeted radiation therapy that would just target those cells. Wouldn't anything around it wouldn't be hurt. She'd be good. Well, she was a little apprehensive, to say the least, because one, this is her vision, and two, her brain's right there too. And so she did let them do that. End of the story, brain cancer, all through her brain from the radiation. Targeted, huh? I just don't believe allopathics at all. I'm sorry. This is a nightmare situation where we've let a modality that should have been restricted to surgeries and maybe emergency medicine. I think a naturopathic hospital with emergency medicine would far exceed allopathic hospitals in emergency medicine. Not to be rude, but what we can do, I've told you this, I've pulled 3 people out of cardiac arrest with my thumb. 3 people. And it works every time. There's so much we can do, simpler and more dramatic. I believe we would save a lot of people, because the way we do CPR now, We don't save that many. People don't realize, by the time if the paramedics can't get you in the ambulance, it's rare that we do in the ER, to be honest with you. I don't care what anybody says. I spent 5 years in 3 emergency rooms, and I can tell you and I've been involved in probably hundreds of codes. So I'm very familiar with it. This is CHELEYISH. Oh, I see. I had to post. Okay, let's see. The MD wants to send me to mental health, but did not work up to rule out psychological reasons for this. What would be some good labs to get some beginning the detox? I told her I didn't want medication and that I may be willing to try something mild like St. John's wort. What are you doing? I've recently developed some symptoms of anxiety. Oh, such as a racing heart, pain in the throat that like I'm crying but I'm not, blurry vision at times, etc. Oh, sweetheart. Okay, now listen. The anxiety is coming from where? And there's only one place most anxieties come from, honey, and that's the adrenal glands. And when the adrenal glands are down, you've got 2 parts of the adrenal glands. You've got your steroids, your estrogen, your systemic estrogens, your progesterones, your testosterones, your aldosterones, your cortisols, your sylvesterols. You got a line mineral corticosteroids of all types. You got all kinds of steroid issues. And the other flip side of that, you got neurotransmitters, and that's where the anxieties come from, is from the autonomic nervous system. Notice it always dwells right in here. That's the autonomic ganglia. So that's, that's your adrenals. And of course, your adrenals control the kidneys, which are the eliminative organs of cellular waste. So when you don't move your cellular waste out, you get blurry vision. I mean, there isn't a symptom out there that probably isn't related to the lymph system and acidosis. Very few, and you can shift that into blood acidosis, but that's very easily correctable and can be very deadly. And this sounds just like your lymph system. So heart racing, I mean, this could have been a chemical you ingested too. This could be a neurotoxin that you ingested somehow. Sounds like an act of a neurotoxin where it shut down your adrenals a little more, or autonomic a little more, threw you into anxiety. So could be perfumes, could be makeups, it could be you're eating pesticides somehow, your bathroom deodorizer somehow. This sounds like a neurotoxin, or you're living around neurotoxicity and just don't realize it, or you're just getting your diet and everything is just making your genetics weaker, and now you're seeing the reality of what's wrong with you. But pull yourself back out of that. You can use any of the herbs to settle the I don't want to say emotions. You get on your adrenal glands. That's the best way to settle your emotions, is get your adrenal glands up cooking. Real important. You're probably going to find some low blood pressure in you too. Check both arms. Medication. This is medication for this, medication for that. No focus on the cause of the problem. Of course not. She said she doubled it. It would do any good. I truly believe that the detox will correct any. Yes, you are right, sweetheart. Absolutely. Because why? You're addressing causative factors. It's hard to understand how emotions can be tied to cells in a gland, but they are. And it's always the adrenal glands there, of course. Gabriella, sweetheart, you give up and I'm going to come chase you down.